Let's go. Everyone. SACing MAL Winter 2024. Alright. And then move over. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to the worst show I make, SACing MAL, the show where we go over the upcoming season of anime, and I forget to turn off my audio. I forget to mute my stream, so my audio doubles. And then we read the upcoming season of anime, and we just find out what sounds good and watchable. So we're kicking ourselves off with Winter 2024. Time to pick shows I probably won't watch anytime soon. Yay. Welcome, Maid. How are you doing? Saw you were watching some Sakura Wars. So let's check this out. Only 115 things to pick from. Might use Crunchyroll if it didn't suck ass. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sacrobolic's content is intended for certain audiences, and it contains significant profanity or vulgarity in sexual themes. There we go. All right. I love that Twitch needs warnings now. Because a fucking, I forgot to talk about this on the thing, because a bunch of fucking VTubers decided to show their tits, and then a bunch of fucking, like, real women decided to almost show their tits, and then everyone had a fucking conniption. I honestly, despite everyone's being like, oh, but kids go on Twitch, just let the fucking tits on Twitch. Just let the tits on Twitch. What's wrong with tits? Why is everyone so afraid of tits nowadays? Fucking, I don't know. People always say think of the children, but really it's just to cover up that they don't like something, you know what I'm saying? Alright, we got Oradake Level Up Naken, or Solo Leveling. This is based on a... I have to order the damn TV show now. This is based on a Korean manhwa, which I think all manhwas are Korean. And I do know that, from what I heard, they were planning to change the country of origin that it because apparently Japan isn't portrayed in the best light, so they decided to change in Japan the main character to be Japanese instead of Korean, when there was some controversy about that. But I don't know if that's true, and also I don't give a shit about this. Apparently this dude becomes so bonkers ass overpowered, but that's not really, like, I don't care about that. Anyway, 10 years ago, the Gate appeared and connected the real world with the realm of magic and monsters. This is literally the plot of Gate. To combat these vile beasts, ordinary people received superhuman powers and became known as hunters. 20-year-old Sung Jin-woo is one such hunter, but he is known as the world's weakest, owing to his pathetic power compared to even a measly E rank. Still, he hunts monsters tirelessly in low-rank gates to pay for his mother's medical bills. However, his mother dies. I'm just assuming. This miserable lifestyle changes when Jin-woo believes in himself to be the only one left to die in a mission gone terribly wrong, awakens in a hospital 3 days later to find a mysterious screen floating in front of him. This quest log demands that Jin-woo completes an unrealistic and intense training program or face an appropriate penalty. Initially reluctant to comply because of the quest's rigor, Jin-woo soon finds out that he may just transform him into one of the world's most fearsome hunters. There's more OVAs, but they're one of the most bizarre ways to adapt a video game. Each of the 6 episodes of the second OVA are focused on a second character, and it's a character study of said character, and the show is an actual... That is certainly strange. This is a cute design, though. And this reminds me of Merleona. So, that's kind of fun. Anyway, moving on. We have Yokoso Jitsu Ryoku Shijo Shugi no Kyoshitsu, and I honestly always forget how to make this sound. I think it's A. 3rd season. Do not particularly like manhwa. Classroom of the Elite 3. This is, of course, the 3rd season of Classroom of the Elite. So, there you go. I still haven't checked out season 1, so I guess we'll see on that. This is Tsukiga Michibiku Isekai Dochu second season. Or Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy Season 2. Oh, I think I had this marked down as something I was planning to watch. Yeah, this is a 21 my anime. So I'll be probably watching this relatively soon, hopefully. A lot of them are really shitty. Well, a lot of them are like web comics. And you can fucking post anything as a web comic. So, second season of Moonlit Fantasy. Moving onward. Alright, this is more martial magic and muscles, apparently. Martial Shin Kakusha Koho Senbatsu Shikenhen. Martial Magic and Muscles, the Divine Visionary Candidate Exam Arc. This is just the second scene of Martial. I'm still kind of not... Like, I kind of don't care about Martial. Didn't I not even add it? Oh, I did add it. Well, whatever, I added. Fuck me, I guess. I guess I'm a liar. Well, alright. The thing is, I don't care, though. So, there is that. Mato Seihei no Slave, Chained Soldier. Was this the one that got into... The adaptation got into a lot of fucking trouble? Yeah, this one got, like, weirdly censored or something. And people fucking threw a fit about it. Yeah. I mean, justifiably, what I'm saying is, but, like, I think they, like, changed the name from, like, Chained Soldier, or they changed the cover art or something. I remember some controversy about them fucking with this. Not the anime, obviously, but... I was made aware that there was a Sakura War game on PS2 in which you play as the Imperial Japanese soldier who is transferred to a mech-like army things in the New York branch, and the main heroine is Cowgirl Samurai. Thank you, Japan. And this one is actually in English. Well, that's fun. Alright, so, after his high school graduation, Yuki Wakura realized that it's been 5 years since his sister's disappearance during a Mato disaster. Throughout Japan, mysterious entrances have opened up to a dimension called Mato, a demonic metropolis filled with disastrous monsters known as Shuki, that threaten the safety of humans. However, a new hope arises, as the discovery of a Mato fruit that grants supernatural abilities exclusively to women allowed them to fight against the Shuki. Due to this, a new matriarchal government was formed, establishing a female organization called the Anti-Demon Corps, which has caused men to fall to the bottom of society. When Yuki suddenly finds himself in Mato, he is unable to escape his own, but just as he anticipates a gruesome end by the Shuki, a girl in a militia outfit appears and protects him. As the chief of the 7th unit of the Anti-Demon Corps, Koyoka Uzin is an ambitious yet devalued by her own peers due to her powers being deemed unusual. Now, in a life-or-death situation, Kyoka takes the opportunity to find out the true potential of her superpower by using Yuki. In order to defeat the Shuki, he has to become her slave. This is clearly a femdom fetish thing. Like so clearly, this is a femdom fetish thing. Like, who made this? I bet it was a dude. It was so Takahiro. He founded the adult game brand Minato Soft in 2006. Oh shit, I've actually heard of Minato Soft. See? It's a femdom fetish thing then. I was right. Alright, so here's the thing. I am vaguely interested in it, but I'm also a little off-put about, like... Because, like, I'm interested, but I'm also, like, wary because it sounds like it's going to be terrible. Like, unwatchably bad. Like, uncomfortably, unwatchably bad is the problem. Is how it sounds. Like, I'm interested in the general idea of it, but I feel like I'll hate it. If that makes any sense, you know? No, I like strong women. It sounds so off-puttingly fetishy. You know what I'm saying? Ah, fuck it. We'll give it a shot. Whatever. I have no standards, is the motto I always say. This is Dungeon Meshi. Delicious in Dungeon. After Golden Kingdom is sunk underground by an insane magician, its king emerges promising all of his treasures to any who defeat the magician before crumbling to dust. Guilds are spurred on by this promise, traversing the labyrinthine dungeon in order to in search of the magician. Laos, the leader of one such guild, encounters a dragon that wipes out his party and devours his sister Fallen. Despite having lost the entirety of their supplies and belongings, Laos and Marcil, an elven healer, and Chilchuk, a halfling thief, immediately re-enter the dungeon, determined to find Fallen. Time of being of the essence, Laos suggests the taboo of eating monsters in the dungeon as a means of gathering supplies. Upon the preparation of the first meal in the dungeon, they're stopped by an onlooker dwarf named Senshi, an enthusiast of monster cooking. He helps them prepare their monster ingredients for safe consumption. After learning of Laos' circumstances, Senshi expresses his desire to cook a dragon and joins their guild, and thus begin their food-filled foray into the dungeon together. That sounds like that could be interesting or terrible, but I don't want to find out, personally. Alright, what do we got? We got Boku no Kokuro no Yabai Yatsu second season. Whatever, I added words in there, you know what it says. The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, which is the second season of The Dangers in My Heart. Oh, isn't this the anime about the school shooter? Yes. And apparently I decided not to watch it in 23, so keep to my own standards, I guess. I once read one of those fantasy reincarnate isekai. I didn't read the whole thing, though. Let's see. Aono Exorcist, Shinmane Illuminati Hen, Blue Exorcist, Shinmane Illuminati Saga, where you have to wonder how the fuck they're continuing with Blue Exorcist, considering they fucked up the anime twice now, I believe. I used to read Blue Exorcist, but then I stopped reading Blue Exorcist. And I'm still, like, vaguely... But the problem is it kind of updates so fucking slowly. So, like, maybe I'll get to it. As long as these two characters end up together at the end, I don't give a shit. Because, like, the main girl is fucking boring, and let her end up... She wants to get with the brother, let her get with the brother. Fucking these two need to get together. They'd be so fucking... Izumo, that's her name, yeah. They'd be so fucking cute together. Alright, we got Yubisaki to Renren, a sign of affection. Yuki Itose is a hearing-impaired university student whose world was shrouded with silence since birth. She lived in the same place her whole life and rarely interacts with others save for her best friend, Rin Fujishiro. During her commute one day, she meets the silver-haired and multilingual Itsunomi Nagi, a mutual friend of Rin. Unlike most, Itsunomi is unwavering when he learns of Yuki's impairment. This, along with his experiences abroad, fascinates and touches her. After they part, her fondness of him starts to grow. A new world begins to open for her and for both Yuki and Itsunomi as they learn about each other's different lives. Yubisuki to Renren is a lighthearted romantic comedy that illustrates the silent life of a university student and how one man sharing his world starts to change her own. It sounds cute. It was like, yeah, I'd get reincarnated as the hero, but I'm a farm girl. There's just one problem. I want an anime about this dude doing farm shit and planting crop, but no, this fucking bitch joined the hero's party. That's false advertising. There are, I think, isekai anime where the main characters farm, though, to be fair. I think there's at least 3 of them. So, keep digging. You could probably find one. This is Jako Chara Tomozaki-kun, second stage, which is the second stage of whatever the fuck this is, which is a bottom-tier character, Tomozaki, which is apparently a 2021 anime that I already have on my list. So, well, we'll see if I want to continue after I watch it the first time. Alright, what do we got now? We've got... Shin no Nakama Janai to Yosha no Party wo Oida Sareta no de Henkyo de Slow Life Suru Koto ni Shimatsushita second. Oh, don't fucking do that to me. Banished from the Heroes Party, I decided to live the quiet life in the countryside second season, which is the second season of that fucking title I'm not saying again, which I was a 2021 anime, which I intend to watch at some point, so we'll see if we get into it. Alright, we got Do Sanko Gal wa Namara Menkoi. Hokkaido girls are super adorable. Oh god, what is this?
Too bad I'm not reading.
Yes. High school boy Tsubasa moves to Kitami City in Hokkaido, where he meets a gal at a bus stop. The sight of her standing alone against a white snowscape, bare-legged despite the freezing cold, captures his heart. Alright, so, I know what everyone's gonna say. Alright? They're gonna say, Sac, you can't ignore the cute deaf girl romance and then immediately swap over to freezing cold gal anime. But we all know I'm a sucker for gals. So there we go. Add that shit. What is this? This is, oh man, she does look really cute, though. -8-degree weather. Girl, Jesus Christ. Alright, what do we got? Chiyu Maho no Machigate Tsukai Kata. The wrong way to use healing magic. Oh, this sounds like some edgy bullshit. Ken Usato is a normal high schooler in every sense of the word. Average grades, dreams, and a tendency to dislike extraordinary people. However, when he encounters the president and vice president of the student council, both popular and extraordinary, he immediately befriends them. All of this is interrupted when Ken's new friends are summoned into another world, and he accidentally gets summoned as well. Dejected with no way to return, he resigns himself to staying quietly in the new world, and then he finds out he has an affinity for healing magic. A very rare form of magic, which gives him both self-confidence and attention of all mages. However, not all attention is good, which is something Ken realized when he's noticed by crazy fellow healing magic user. Wait, does he get tracked down by a fucking yandere? Rose is the leader of the Lingler Kingdom Rescue Team. She uses healing magic. She's also an incredibly capable fighter, used to be a captain of the Order of Knights. She's forced Usato, who can use healing magic, into joining her rescue team and train him to be her right man. Hold up. This actually sounds watchable. I was making fun of it until I read it, and I'm like, no, wait a minute. Alright, what do we got? We got... Fuck me. Okay. Sokushi Cheat ga Saikyo Sugete Isekai no Yatsura ga Marude Aite ni Naranai Desuga. One of my favorite things about Rena in Star Ocean is she's a healer, but you know what her weapon is? Fucking Spiked Club. My instant death ability is so overpowered, no one in this other world stands a chance against me. Oh, this is instant death. Right. I actually wanted to read this manga, so I'll add this as the anime. Alright, Majo, Tu, Yaju, the Witch, and the Beast. Guidao, a feral girl with long fangs and the eyes of a beast. Ashaf, a soft-spoken man with delicate features and a coffin strapped to his back. Okay, she's a werewolf, he's a vampire, right? This ominous pair one day in town that's enthralled to a witch who's convinced the townsfolk she's their hero, but Ashef and Gadol know better. They have scores to settle, and they won't hesitate to remove anyone in their way. Okay, this is a fucking vampire and a werewolf going up against a fucking witch? Sure. Oh no, he's a wizard. Whatever. Honestly, yeah, sure. That actually sounds watchable. Brass knuckles. My favorite white mage, probably in any Probably in anything I can think of is the fucking white mage from, like, Bravely Default. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see if I can get a clip. Holly White. I just want, like, a short Holly White clip. Here's some samples. So what I love about Holly White is she's, like, the polar opposite of, like, your average healer type, which are all like, oh, I'm gonna heal you. Oh, I don't want to... don't leave me behind. I'll help when I can. And then Holly White is just a fucking bitch. She's like, Holly White is basically like the difference between like her and like your typical like even Final Fantasy white mage is like the difference between like a typical like anime white mage and you're a fucking MMO white mage. Like, it's the guy shouting at you over voice chat that he wouldn't need to heal you if you didn't keep dying. Oh, shout out to fucking Holly. I love her. Alright, Maho Shoujo ni Akugarate. Gushing over magical girls. So, Lunar's healer is kind of similar. So, the thing I know about this is there was a controversy about censorship relating to this anime, but it is not the censorship you think it is, which is to say that it was controversial because the anime isn't being censored, and people on Twitter are like, no, I'm afraid of tits! You can't show tits on screen for a thing I wouldn't watch in the first place. Oh, I'm gonna go cry and tweet about it. And that's what happened. But also, if you read the fucking like forums on this, when they discuss censoring, you come to the hilarious discovery, apparently, that not only is the show not censored, it's less censored than the manga. So fuck yeah, I don't even care what it's about. I'm gonna watch it just based on those principles. You support that shit. Anyway, Hiragi Utena has always looked up to magical girls and fantasized about transforming into a cool heroine who fights evil. So when a doll-like figure approaches her one evening, claiming that she has magical power lying dormant within, she trembles in excitement, but her colorful dream is quickly shattered in an ironic turn of events when she transforms into a villain. Disinterested in associating with the forces of evil, she tries to quit when a group of magical girls appear and declare war. A battle ensues, and Hiragi soon discovers that she enjoys inflicting pain on others as her true nature starts to emerge. Maho Shoujo ni Akugarate follows Hiragi as she begins her new life as the leader of villains, fighting against magical girls and indulging in her newfound sadistic nature to her heart's content. Clearly this is fetish bait, but it does sound pretty good. She's a Tsundere-esque character who's in love with the game's other sword fighter, Kyle. Anyway, Jessica is a tomboy and also... So, I will say Holly does end up in a relationship with the monk character, whose name I don't remember, in Bravely Default, assuming you go for the true ending and you do all of the side quests. But I would hardly describe her as a tsundere. I would describe her as a 40-year-old alcoholic wine mom who is just so sick of everyone's shit. All right. Kekon Yubiwa Monogatari. Tales of Wedding Rings. You know what I do remember, speaking of, like, healers that could, like, beat the shit out of people, is in Final Fantasy VII, even, like, I remember specifically speccing Aerith to be a white mage healer type, and, like, I made the weird discovery that she still did a shit ton of damage by just bashing people with a rod. Sato has been in love with his childhood friend and neighbor Hime ever since her grandfather appeared out of nowhere 10 years ago. Now a dazzling yet mysterious high school beauty, she makes it more and more difficult for him to confess his feelings. As the anniversary of the first meeting is nearing, will he muster up the courage to transform their friendship into something more, or will an entirely different wait the tightly bonded pair? So they're kissing in the teaser trailer, so I'm assuming they add up together or someone fucking dies. The Crunchyroll version is uncensored. That's rare. Ishura. In a world where the Demon King has died, a host of demigods capable of felling him have inherited the world. A master fencer who can figure out how to take their opponents with a single glance. A lancer so swift they can break the sound barrier. A wyvern rogue who fights with 3 legendary weapons at once. An all-powerful wizard who can speak thoughts into being. An angelic assassin who deals instant death, eager to attain the title of true hero. These champions each pursue challenges against formidable foes and spark conflicts amongst themselves. The battle to determine the mightiest of the mighty began. So they killed the Demon Lord, and then they're like, yeah, but I'm the better Demon Lord killer. Also, they're wearing, like, school uniforms. I actually think I've heard about this for some reason. I don't know why I've heard of this. Shinmao Senso? Huh. I don't know. So, for some reason I have heard about this. I'll give this a check out. Hopefully it's not 52 episodes. Although they don't make anime that's 52 episodes anymore, honestly. So, you know what? Fucking thank God, I guess. Metallic Rogue. Or Rouge? Rouge. Metallic Rouge. Like fucking lipstick? No, yep, the main character's name is Red Star Rouge. That is a fucking good... I like that design, though. Wow. Okay, what do we got here? In a world where humans and androids coexist, Rouge is an android girl who's on a mission to Mars with her partner, Naomi. The mission is to murder 9 artificial humans who are hostile to the government. So, it's Blade Runner. Okay. Alright. Okay, it's Blade Runner. It sounds like Blade Runner. Fuck it. You know what? I'll watch it. Let's see. What do we got? We have Nozumanu Fushino Bokensha, the unwanted undead adventurer. Let's see. Rent Faina, a 25-year-old adventurer, has been hacking away at monsters for a decade. Without much talent for the job, Rent finds himself stuck hunting slimes and goblins for meager amounts of coin every day. Little does he know, all this is about to change when he comes across a seemingly undiscovered path in the Water Moon dungeon. Excuse me. What awaits him at the end of the path, however, is neither treasure nor riches, but a legendary dragon that wastes no time in his swallowing. Well, yeah, of course. You walk through a mysterious path, you get swallowed by a dragon, idiot. Waking up a short time later, Rent finds himself not quite dead, but not alive either. He's nothing more than a pile of bones. Armed with nothing but his trusty sword, tool belt, and a ghoulish new look, Rent sets off on a quest as a newly reborn skeleton to achieve existential evolution, hoping to one day return to civilization with a more humane form. Will Rent succeed, or will the dungeon consume him for the rest of his undeath? Yeah, that sounds like a thing. Certainly. I do like her character design, though. When you get to the Blue Dragon Cave, you can only open it with Song Between Lovers, and it's supposed to be Alex playing as Ocarina, but you want to hear a good laugh, you can have your other party members terribly sing the game's main theme for almost a minute. Of course, it's voice acted. Nice. Alright, what do we got? We got Oroka Natenshi wa Akuma to Odoru. The foolish angel dances with the devil. Akutsu Matsutora is a demon who has infiltrated a high school in human world. His goal to find candidate to aid hell in the fight against their natural enemies, the angels of heaven. Totally honest, when I read the title, I actually thought that he would be like the devilish bad boy, and then she's like the goody two-shoes angel girl. Or they like reversed that and did a sort of Toradora thing on that. But no, it's literal. Assigned to the seat next to Lily Amane, another student who transferred here not long ago. Akutsu falls prey to her beauty and decides to recruit her to his cause. But there's more to Lily than meets the eye, and Akutsu not only finds himself an accomplice to one of the very enemies he's supposed to defeat, but also might have developed feelings for her. So that sounds kind of cute. I'll check that out. That sounds cute. I like that. All right, what do we got there? Look what there. Okay, what do we got? We got Loop 7, like the game. I'll just play the game. Loop 7 Kaime no Akuyaku Reijo wa Moto Tekikoku de Jiu Kimama na Hanayome Seikatsu wo Mankitsu Suru. How to tell when a character is half Japanese in anime. Blonde and blue eyes. 7th loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Oh, okay. Okay, alright. This is my life as a villainous thing, isn't it? Being reborn once may sound impressive, but Riche is already on her 7th time around. This poor girl. She has all kinds of excitement in her previous lives, from peddling goods as a merchant to locking blades as a knight. So now she's determined to kick back and enjoy. But to savor the high life, she has to first marry the handsome prince, the same one who happens to be her murderer. It will take 6+ lifetimes of experience and skills for Riche to break the time loop and make her extravagant dreams come true. Okay, it's my life as a villainess, but just the bad guy route. And also she's done this before. Okay, no, that's a sell. She's like a soul swiper. I'm on New Game Plus 7. Yeah, it's basically my life as a villainess, but she's on New Game Plus 7, and the psycho yandere boy is the one she's going after. That's a fucking sell, alright? I'm on board for that. Isekai de Mofu. I forget that Mofu is a fucking word. Like, it's a straight word. Does she keep her stats? She keeps her experience. Probably not her stats. Unfortunately, it's probably one of those shitty New Game Pluses where you have to select a new game and you don't get any of the bonuses, but you do remember having played the game before. Akitsu Midori is 27 years old, ends up in another world after dying from overwork! ! I got reincarnated. Why is it first person all of a sudden? Reincarnated in another world after God blessed me with a special ability. This ability is to be loved by non-human beings. Huh? ? Meaning that humans might not like me, but all the fluffy animals will love me? ? Whoa! I get to pet a white tiger and dragons to my heart's content, but in brackets, then followed by an exclamation point. After being reborn as Nima, the youngest daughter of a top-class noble family, I'm doing my best for the survival of humanity, while enjoying this world's fluffiness. So this is about a dude that got reborn as a little girl and all the animals love him, but... or her... I don't know. Them. We'll say them. The answer is Cool Mike, apparently. Basically, the plot is this fucking salaryman gets reincarnated as a little girl who has a special all animals love them power. That is for somebody, I am sure, but it is not... That is not targeted to me. Akuyaku Reijo level 99 watashi wa uraboss desu ga mao de wa arimasen. Villainous level 99, I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Okay, clearly this is my life as a villainous thing. A certain Otome RPG takes place in the Vershchin Kingdom, where dark hair is stigmatized to an abnormal degree. Eumalia Dolkness is the daughter of a count hated from birth due to her pitch black locks, and she is also the hidden boss. In a twist of fate, at 5 years of age, Eumalia recalls memories of her past life in Japan. Okay, so instead of someone like just waking up inside the game, they go my life as a bookworm with it, and the character is probably like sick or something, and then just regains past life memories is what's happening. Uninterested in the romance aspect of the original game, she begins to dedicate herself to training her rare dark-type magic. So is this just at Nazi land? Probably not. Despite this, Eumalia's goals are clear. Avoid becoming the hidden boss and stay out of the limelight. Upon entering the Magic Academy, however, she shakes the foundation of the kingdom when her level 99 status comes to light. Whether a physical brawl or magic duel, her abilities are unmatched, and coupled with her black hair, she sticks out like a sore thumb. To make matters worse, the original heroine begins suspecting she's the Demon Lord. Can the deadpan noble girl achieve her wish of a peaceful life? It sounds very derivative, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't going to watch it. Alright, we have Sasaki Topichan. Sasaki and Peeps. Even though Sasuke's droll corporate life is constantly filled with work, it leaves him tired and unfulfilled at the end of every day. Fucking same. In search of some companionship to fill the emptiness in his life, he visits a pet shop on a whim, not realizing he's about to change his life forever. After settling on an adorable bird and bringing it home, his new mate reveals it's actually an incredible sage from another world who promptly bestows Sasuke with supernatural powers as well as the ability to cross between worlds. All Sasuke wants to use these newfound powers is to live a peace and comfort. But there are a few more colorful characters who might get in the way of that. This art style is very familiar to me. Wait, who is the artist for this? Kentoku. Let's see. Does principal drawing... These are anime staff positions. I'm a little more interested in what they do manga-wise. They did Martian Mad-Shan. Okay. Yeah, and then as far as anime goes, did they do any character designs that I've actually seen? They did the character design for Glass. They did the character design for Martian Mad-Shan, of course. And they worked on Nisa Monogatari. Huh, okay. I have to say, though, the art style in this is different than the art style used in the manga. So this might actually be created from the character designer for this anime, who is actually... Character design is Saori Nakashiki, who did character designs for Juhei-sama, okay, and... No, interesting. Well, maybe they were just inspired, because this art style looks a lot like... First off, it looks kind of like the ReZero art style, because this character looks a lot like Bae. But also it looks very similar to the art style used in... Iromanga Sensei. Anyway, y'all, check out Salary Man Meets Magic Bird. Fuck it. I have zero standards. We have an anime I'm definitely not gonna watch. We have Kyujitsu no Warumono-san, Mr. Villain's Day Off. As a member of a malevolent organization, the general is tasked with invading Earth and wiping out humanity. Even an extraterrestrial being like him, however, needs a chance to rest. Not even the Rangers, a team solely dedicated to defeating the general and his colleagues, will stand in the way of him visiting pandas at the zoo, buying ice cream at the convenience store, and enjoying his well-deserved day off from committing evil deeds. Ugh. Urusei Yatsura 2022, second season. I don't know what more to say about that. There you go. Let's see. What do we got? We've got... Fuck me. Why? Saikyo Tank no Meikyu Koryaku Terioku 9999 no Rare Skill Mochi Tank Yusha Party. Whoa. Suiho Sareru. The strongest tank, Labyrinth Raids. Rudd is a tank of the Heroes Party and is said to have the highest defense ever in history. That's okay, I have another anime where that also is true, and I'm more interested in it. The party often does Labyrinth Raids, but to Rudd it means more than just a raid. To cure his beloved sister's illness, he's in search of the wish-granting treasure that might be hidden in those labyrinths. But one day, the arrogant hero kicks him from the party after an unsuccessful raid attempt, blaming it on his skill whose effects he's still unaware of. With nowhere else to go and nothing to do, he decides to return to his hometown where his sister's waiting. On his way, he saves a girl who's attacked by a monster. Unexpectedly, this girl has an extremely rare skill called Appraisal. Wow, thanks to her skill, Rudd is able to discover the truth behind his unknown skills, which turns out to be very powerful skills. With a defense of 9999 and powerful skills, thus begins the adventure of the strongest tank, Rudd. Good for him, I guess? I don't know. It sounds kind of like Balfouri, and I would rather watch Balfouri. Okay, Gekkai Elise. Dr. Elise, the royal lady with the lamp. Dr. Song Ji-yeon is considered a prodigy among Korean surgeons, known for her skills in saving patients no matter their condition. In her past life, Elise de Clarence, the ill-mannered wife of the emperor, her jealousy and greed led to the loss of her loved ones and ultimately her death. For that reason, she vowed to now save lives instead of destroying them. After a fatal plane crash, Elise once again finds herself once again in her former body. With her previous knowledge of modern medicine, and now a chance at mending her mistakes, she is determined to contribute to the Empire as a medic in this life. But will Elise be able to avoid her engagement to Prince Lyndon da Romanoff, the man who she had loved to the point of her own demise? So, basically, what happens is there's this lady, she's a princess, she dies, gets reincarnated as a doctor in Korea, dies again, gets reincarnated as her old self, and now she wants to not marry the king, she wants to be a doctor in her original life. That's fucking stupid. That's really fucking stupid. Okay, we have Saijaku Tamer wa Gomi, Hiroi no Tabi wo Hajime Mashita. Hajime Mashita. The weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Fucking course. In Ivy's world, stars are everything. She's a tamer born to subdue monsters and animals, but she was also born starless. With her life in danger, Ivy flees into the forest where she befriends a little weak slime named Sora, the one creature she can tame. Together, the unlikely pair set off on a journey salvaging rubbish to survive. Along the way, they'll win hearts, evade danger, and discover there's more to starless Ivy than meets the eye. I love when the Japanese title is like Jigoku no Tensei 666 Shitai Kowai Nantoko Gehenna. And then the English title is Hellraiser. Look, sometimes you can just cut the bullshit out. It's just better that way. Momochi-san, Shi no Ayakashi Oji, the demon prince of the Momochi house. On her 16th birthday, Himari Momochi receives a letter stating she's inherited a mansion called the Momochi House. Having been raised in an orphanage, this mansion is the only thing left of her real family, so Himari pays no mind to the rumors that it might be haunted. Upon entering it, she meets Ao Nanamori and his companions Issei and Yukari, who seem to be squatting in her new home. Although they warn her to leave the house, Himari vows to be the one to make them leave instead. But soon she's attacked by yokai and finds out the house sits in space between the world of the living and the spirit realm. Even more surprising, Aoi was chosen to be the guardian of the house, a position originally meant for Himari. But this great power came with an awful price. Aoi can never leave the mansion, and his existence in the human world has been erased. Ignoring his pleas for her to leave the mansion, Hiyori promises to help Aoi break the household curse as she begins living under the same roof as him. That sounds like that could be interesting, but it also sounds like it's clearly not targeted at me, and I'm okay with that. High Card Season 2. This is the second season of High Card, which I think I read the plot of before, and I don't remember if it sounded interesting. It didn't. But I want to point out that this character's name is Peas Sugar. It's Sugar Peas. This woman's name is Sugar Peas. Alright, Shaman King Flowers. I read the manga. The story will center on Yo and Anna's son, Hana. I read the manga. Alright, moving on. Hime-sama, Goemon no Jikan desu. 'Tis time for torture, princess. The princess who's been held captive by the Demon Lord's army is scheduled to be executed by the Demon Lord's relentless torture. No, please elaborate. No? Just no elaborate. What the fuck is this about? Can someone tell me what this is about? Okay, here we go. Here's the shout out to Izana Solos. As the armies of the Demon King clash, months turned into years. The princess, also commander of the King's Army 3rd Night Brigade, known as Night Commander, found herself captured by the Demon Lord's forces. Highest-ranking torturer of the Demon Lord Army, Tortura, attempts to extract the kingdom's information using various sinful tortures, such as freshly baked toast, piping hot takoyaki, and late-night ramen. Will the princess be able to withstand without yielding and protect the kingdom's secrets? Here's another anime that caught me by surprise. Okay, this turns into a review. Okay, so basically they feed her. Okay, well, that's a little less interesting. Buchigiri! Origin Tomobishi gets caught up in the battles among powerful individuals after reuniting with his former friend, Matakara Asamine. Meanwhile, the shadow of a colossal demon appears. Kingdom! 5th season! It's the 5th season of Kingdom, which the last season of Kingdom was the 4th season. So I've read the plot of Kingdom. Moving on then. We have Sengoku Yoko, whatever, I don't fucking care. The world is divided into two factions, humans and monsters called Katawara. Despite being a Katawara, Tama loves humans and vows to protect them from evil, even if it means fighting her own kind. Her brother Jinko, however, hates humans despite mostly being one. The siblings are joined by a cowardly swordsman named Shinsuke, who wants to learn how to become strong. When the group uncovers a plot to experiment on humans and transform them into monsters, they vow to defeat whoever's behind it, even if it means battling an entire army of warriors. The people they meet, places they see, and creatures they battle will be legendary. Okay, well, that doesn't sound like anything. Pawn no Michi. The Way of Pawn. Nashiko Jipensha, a high school girl living in Onimichi City, Hiroshima Prefecture, was in trouble after being kicked out of her house. She said, "I don't have a place to hang out with my friends." When Naoko learned that the parlor that her father used to run was now vacant, she began to rebuild into a place everyone could gather. Okay, so it's like a gambling anime? It's a strategy game anime. Really cute character designs, though. Oh, it's like Mahjong. Oh, they play Mahjong. Oh. I guess they play Mahjong. Anyway, really cute character designs. I don't give a fuck about Mahjong. Alright, we got 30 Sai, Made, Dote, Dato, Maho Tsukai, Ni, Nareru Rashi. Cherry magic, 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard. Office worker Kiyoshi Adachi has gone 30 years of his life without ever having his cherry popped. Due to this profound accomplishment, he becomes a wizard with the ability to read minds through physical contact. However, he thinks his newly attained skill is hopelessly lame and has caused him to dislike crowded places. On the way to work, Adachi runs into his attractive and well-liked co-worker, Yuichi Kurosawa. Piqued by his personality, he furtively touches Kurosawa and takes a peek at his heart, only to find out that the man holds romantic dreams for a colleague at their office. Adachi attempts to connect the dots, but soon Kurosawa's fantasies are laid bare. His co-workers' perverted thoughts are meant for him. Despite doing his best to concentrate, he can now hardly remain focused with Kurosawa around. All right, okay, all right. We got a little shonen eye going on there. That's good. There's not a lot of that. So, that for the people who that's for, good for them. Okay, we have Meto Isekai no Yo Kaitakuki, around 40 on Sen. So it's either Naya or the English word mania. No, Tensei Saki wa Nonbiri Onsen Tengoku Deshita. Yes. Okay. Yoshizo Yukawa is a passionate hot springs enthusiast, a hot springs hunter who is able to sniff out the source of hot springs. One day, while searching for a hidden hot spring to revitalize a town, he slips off a cliff and fucking dies. He's then reincarnated into another world by an Inari deity of a small shrine hidden in the rocks. Yoshizawa is joined by Inari's messenger princess, Muyudama, the hot spring hunter. Within, Yoshizawa is stirred right away as he takes a bath with Muruyama in a hot spring he just discovered. Then an elf girl appears. I mean, go on. What else happens? Nope, then an elf girl appears. Okay. I imagine they go hot spring hunting. I assume it's either they start a hot spring business or they go hot spring hunting. I don't know. If it turns out to be a thing I'm supposed to watch, I'll check it out later. We have Synduality Noir Part 2. Which is, of course, the sequel to the 2023 Synduality Noir, which I decided wasn't worth watching, apparently. So, moving on. Hikari no O, second season. The Fire Hunter, Season 2, which is a sequel to a 2003 anime I apparently decided I wasn't going to watch, so who gives a shit? Gekkan Moso Kagaku. This is Delusional Monthly Magazine. Gekkan Muso Kagaku is set in Most City in an unknown country in a small publishing house that prints monthly magazine about the most outlandish things. Everything changes when the staff of the magazine, editor-in-chief Taro and his assistant Jiro and the dog Suburo, meet with the scientist Goro Sato. For whatever reason, this sounds slightly familiar. Maybe I saw like the trailer at one point or something. I don't know. Meiji Gekkan 1874. Year 1874. Shizuma Orikasa, once a samurai of the Aizu domain and now working as a rickshaw puller, embarks on a quest to locate his missing fiancée, Sumi Kanomata. However, an unexpected turn of events thrusts him into the ranks of a newly established police force, entangling him in the pursuit of a conspiracy aiming to topple the government. Simultaneously, the Moria Yakuza clan welcomes a guest, Kyoshiro Shirogami, a proficient swordsman. Within the clan, which is linked to the mastermind orchestrating the government overthrow, Kyoshiro strategically positions himself for personal gain. This sets the stage for the unfolding drama of destiny between Shizuma and Kyoshiro, where iconic encounters and separations await Shizuma in the course of his journey. Alright, so this is about, like, the Meiji Restoration, it seems like. Alright, we have Cho Futsu Ken Shiba Densetsu. Fuck you! You don't get to know what this is about! The source is original. It's a gag anime featuring high school girls and mysterious creatures. There we go. Okay, well now we know what it is. We have Snack Basui. Basu? I don't know. Located 5 stations away from Hokkaido's largest downtown area, Susukino, a fun shop called Snack Bus, can be found run by Mama Basui and Mama Akemi, filled with the laughter of the girls and their unusual regulars who will smile along with them before you know it. We have Yami Shibai 12. How is this still going? We have Yuki Bakuhatsu Bang Bravern. We're almost done with TV anime. This appears to be some sort of mech anime. Like a real robot, but like done with CGI or something. Alright, we have Wonderful Precure, which is, of course, episode 950 of Precure. You think I'm exaggerating. I'm probably not. I did the math once, and there was over 700 episodes of Precure, but there was 700 episodes of Precure like 5 years ago when I did the math. So, it's probably 900 now. We have Card Fight Vanguard Divines, because they're still making Card Fight Vanguard D-Series, which came out in 2023, so I probably read the plot of this. So good for them. Also, they've also announced Season 7 already is happening. They announced 2 seasons at the same time, so have fun with that. This is Harima Ware Koinu. The story follows a series of Koinu, a serious-minded dog who goes to work one day to find out his company's gone bankrupt. Oh, poor doggy. At a loss, Koinu takes a job from a mysterious recruitment agent and is hired to paste dog stickers all over the city. Even though he doesn't understand the purpose of the strange assignment, Koinu works hard every day at his new employment. Oh, poor little doggy. Stick it around, Koinu. We have Shino Ban I Crypto Ninja Sakuya second season. Elaborate. Apparently I already read this. The Crypto Scroll and Shrine in Ninja City has been stolen, leading to a battle among ninja. Oh, that was boring. Alright, continuing TV series. Oh, Freirin is still continuing. Okay. Last time I checked, it actually surpassed Full Metal Alchemist. Is this still true? Has it been overthrown, or did they claw it back? No, it's still above FMA. It's been up there for a while too. It's been like over a month, I think, right? Holy shit, has it fallen? Has it finally fallen? So many anime have surpassed this, only to get fucking trounced on. Although, the real test is, will Freirin continue to go over FMAB after it's done airing? Because while it's still airing, people are still paying attention. But once they stop paying attention, that's when the FMA fanboys might manage to claw its way back. So watch out for that. Alright. Moving on from all of this. Great Pretender Razblioto. So, Great Pretender is a 2019 anime. And so I can say this, I did actually finish I literally watched it. It was probably the last anime I actually finished. So this isn't one of those, oh, maybe I'll watch it after I watch season 1. No, I have watched season 1, and as someone who has seen season 1, I have absolutely no plans of going on into season 2. Zero intention of watching that. Alright, Monsters, Ipyaku Sanjo, Hiryu Jigoku, Monsters 103 Mercies, Dragon Damnation. Based on the manga Monsters, which is part of... Oh, this was made by Oda. Interesting, I guess. Maybe? Yeah, created by Oda. Interesting. Well, I feel like I should check that out then. Ensemble Stars, Suioku Selection Checkmate. This is clearly part of the Ensemble Stars, like, male idol franchise, so. Alright, we have Hanhua Rigi 4th season. Please tell me I've read the plot of this. '22! Thank God. Alright. We have Wu Now Manu 2nd season. Please tell me I've read this, the previous one of this. Yes! That is a really stellar character design, though. We have Bu Xingxi Yuan Qi. Blader Soul. But there's no description. I wish I could fucking filter out Chinese shows. And honestly, Korean shows. Like, I wish there was a fucking option for that. Is there? Can I filter by country of origin? No. Damn it. I did notice that one of them is Magical Sex Shift. Yeah, I was wondering if they had one for, like, non-magical sex shift. Because it's, like, so hyper-specific. I'm like, well, hold up, though. Alright, what do we have? We have Zhan Wang 3, Jia Gan Yi Dan Shen, Zhan Xing 3rd season, part 2. Which, at some point, I went backward. That is a really stellar character art, actually. Now we have Kui Cheng, Shou Fu Kong, Yozi Kaishi. Pei Quan is an ordinary migrant worker who accidentally bound to the wealth conversion system, which gave him an opportunity to spend money in business at the start of his life over again. However, the system stipulates that is that how stipulates is spelled? It just looks so weird in text, I guess. That you only earn 1 yuan if you make a profit of 100 yuan. But all the money you lose can go into your own pocket. In order to lose money, Pei Quan shows the high-risk money-burning game industry and deliberately produced alternative games that went against the rules of the market. However, he unexpectedly became popular time and time again, earning a lot of money, and painfully, Pei Quan is the business wizard, admired by everyone, but only Pei Quan understands that I really just wanted to lose money. Okay, interesting. I mean, if he's so successful that he becomes the business wizard, honestly, it sounds like he would still probably end up making a good amount of money. If that's his goal, is to make money, it sounds like he's probably going to succeed, right? So, like, I mean, it's not as good as, like, going into the like, the concept is, like, if he goes into the negative, then when he starts over, he gets all of that money. But, like, if it's, like, a 1 to 100 and he becomes, like, a billionaire, then he only has, like, $1 million. You know what? Actually, fair enough. I get why he wants to go to the negative. Yishizi Zun, Ancient Lords. Meng Qi, a time traveler who wants to be a dashing swordsman in white, Specifically in white. Will not wear any other colors. Yellow, get the shit out of here. Black, absolutely not. Red, not happening. Lavender, who the fuck likes lavender? Fails an endless extreme mission in the reincarnation space. The wind suddenly changed and he became the world-famous Thunder Sword Mad Monk. However, all this turned out to be treacherous plan of the ancient power. Let's look at the invincible and funny little monk who is happy in the world and proud of the three worlds. Some part of that didn't seem grammatically correct to me, because that I said it and I didn't understand it. Da Yuzo Shidai, the age of cosmos exploration. We don't know anything about it, but I think we can probably take a guess based on the title. Can I, filter it out by Billy, at least? Please, for the love of fucking God. Wanggu Kwangdi. I'm sure it's a cultivation show, frankly. I'm sure. The Proud Emperor of Eternity. We have Wang Zi Ronggyao Zizang. Said that wrong, for sure. Never been more confident that I have mispronounced something probably in my entire life. It's just wow, I know somewhere I went wrong. That's a really cool image. Very, very Doctor Strangey, though, I will say that. But I will say it is also very similar to Gravity Rush, so maybe they took it from Gravity Rush instead. I don't know. Jean Yu Gay second season, which I talked about in 2001. Oh, I remember Little Fish Guy. Holy shit, why do I remember Man, my life is my memory is crazy if I can remember Little Fish Guy. Yi Ren Jun Moye or something. I don't know. Probably a show about cultivation. Looks like it might be about cultivation. They look cultivation-y. Alright, we've got Watashi no Shiwase na Kekon Watashi no Shiwase no Katashi. Isn't my happy marriage? Yes, this is a My Happy Marriage thing. Yeah, so I told the story on the fucking podcast, but fucking Grandma Sad calls me up and is like, hey, I'm watching an anime, and I'm like, what? What the fuck? You never watch anime. What are you watching? She's like, oh, I'm watching My Happy Marriage. And I'm like, you're not allowed to watch things I haven't watched. What are you talking about? What are you doing? You're not allowed to do that. Anyway, she did that, so apparently it was good, but I haven't fucking seen it. Hajimate no Futa Rikiri Ryoko. I looked this up right after you told that story. Okay. Oh, My Happy Marriage. A short animation released with a limited edition of Lip album Umarate Kita Koto ni Kanasha ni Nasai. So clearly this is targeted to someone, but that someone isn't me. Alright, we're on to movies. We have Haikyuu movie. Gomitsu Taba no Kaisen. Haikyuu movie, Battle of the Garbage Dump. Not where I would have thought that was gonna go. Haikyuu is a sports anime that I have heard nothing but good things about. Apparently it's fantastic, and I have not watched any of it. So it's the sequel to the 2020, which I read the plot of, so eat it. I don't have to read anything else. Alright, Given movie 2024, which is the sequel to the Given movie, which came out in 2020 and didn't sound interesting enough for me to add in 2020. So, cool. Moving on. Dead Demons, Dead Destruction. I have heard of this manga. I might have even added this manga to my I want to read list. I did, and therefore I will add this to my plan to watch. Haikyuu is a series I enjoy while watching but have no passion for it, and I struggle to find motivation to watch more seasons. It's a 7 out of 10. Fair enough. When you look up at the sky, what do you see? A blue sky, freedom, a hopeful future? The people of Tokyo see none of these. Instead, it's an ominous alien mothership that looms overhead, engulfing the city skyscape. 3 years ago, they came. The arrival of the invaders sparked the greatest war humanity had ever faced, one that threatened to end the world. The Japanese government scrambled to fight the invaders. Weapons were mass-produced, sparking controversy and pacifist movements. That day, everything changed, and yet nothing has changed. Kadode Koyama and Oran Nakagawa live their final days like they always have, going to school, playing with friends, and doing what any carefree high school girl would do. As they grow up, they come to learn what it truly means to be an adult in a world where adults seem to be demons who only deceive and destroy. They come to learn the real threat to humanity is not the invaders, but humanity itself. Isn't this just V? I don't know, maybe. You know what, have not seen that movie to completion. I've just seen bits of it. Oh, okay, I got confused. Yeah, okay. Kizumonogatari Koyomi Vamp. Compilation film of the 3 Kizumonogatari films. Considering I would probably say the Kizumonogatari films are the least, unapproachable part of the entire franchise. The Kizumonogatari is probably the most approachable part of the entire fucking series. Considering it is the absolute beginning of the timeline. There is no justification for for a fucking compilation film. So the manga is written by Inio Asano, who wrote Najigahara Hologram, which fucking sucked. Well, that's not great news. I probably won't watch this. I'll probably just watch the movies over again. I don't know. I'm not gonna... Why watch fucking one movie when I can watch 3? Okay. Omuroke, a spin-off of Euro Yuri. Oh, okay. Euro Yuri's something I have meant to check out and then have never gotten around to. Parapi Konmei, Road to Summer Sonia. This is a compilation movie of Parapi Konmei, which I will watch eventually. When was this? 2022? I'll watch your boy Kung Ming eventually. Kideyoshi Senshi Gundam Seed Freedom. God, not on your fucking life would I watch this fucking... I will not watch this. Hear me now. I will not watch this. Oh, God, this is a sequel to Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny Final Plus The Chosen Future. Do I have to read this? Do I have to read this? Or can I just read this later? Can I read this when we get to 2002 anime? It's a fucking seed to Gundam Seed. A fucking manga so goddamn bad that it made me actively stop Look, I read the fucking Gundam Seed Destiny manga and it was so fucking bad that I just was like, I refused for 10 years to fucking watch or read anything with fucking mechs in it. I was like, I will not watch a goddamn mecha anime after fucking reading Gundam Seed Destiny. That's how fucking bad Gundam Seed Destiny is, okay? I don't want to read the plot of Gundam Seed Destiny. It's stupid and I hate it. Gundam Seed Destiny is what gave me hope for the Gundam franchise is I have seen videos where Gundam fans shit on Gundam Seed Destiny and Gundam Seed, and I came to the realization that Gundam itself and mech anime might not suck. It might just be Gundam Seed. Anyway, I'm not gonna read the plot of this. Because I don't want to. Okay, I'll do it. Fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. I can't not do it. I can't not do it. Fuck it. Alright, Gundam Seed. In the cosmic year of 0071, the space colony Heliopolis remains neutral in the Great War raging across the galaxy between the coordinators, human beings whose biological traits have been altered before birth. and Naturals, unaltered people who remain on planet Earth. The Naturals' deep hatred for the Coordinators drove the ancient beings into space, seeking shelter in man-made colonies. Kira Yamato, Jesus, is a Coordinator and university student on Heliopolis when his life is thrown into disarray as ZAP, the military organization composed of rebellious Coordinators, attacks the colony in an effort to steal a set of 5 state-of-the-art military mobile suits known as Gundams. While Zaft manages to make off with 4 mobile suits, Jesus takes control of the final Gundam, the Strike. Surviving the battle, Jesus and his college friends joins the crew of the Archangel, a ship ran by Earth Alliance, and the young soldiers experience the horrors of war and the loss that comes with it. That's a real off-model face. As the Kido Senshi Gundam Seed Hoshi no Hazama Day, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Afterface Between the Stars. As the war between Zaft's Coordinators and Earth's Naturals come to a close, the survivors of the conflict recuperate. Some of these veterans heal with the aid of loved ones, and others choose to recover in isolation, reflecting on their loss and friends no longer with them. In this epilogue, the hardships of Yamato Jesus and Athrun Zala, the heroes come to term with their roles in the recent war and prepare for the adventures yet to come. Kido Senshi Gundam Seed Destiny, Gundam Seed Destiny. In the year Cosmic Era 007, it's the same year, a wartime... Oh yeah, it's like 6 months later, isn't it? A wartime brawl between mobile suits results in the destruction of the neutral colony. Shin Asuka finds his entire family killed as casualties of the violence and swears his life towards a vengeful pursuit of the Earth's natural forces, under the impression they were the ones responsible for his family's death. Shin works his way up through Zaft's military forces, eventually gaining access to the cockpit of the prototype Impulse mobile suit. Al-Threnzala, a veteran of the recent war, employed in the service of diplomat Kagali Yula Athda, finds himself drawn into a new conflict between the Naturals and Coordinators, human beings artificially enhanced before birth and hated by the Naturals for their biological advances. As New Year war rears its head and violence becomes inevitable, Athrun finds himself as a mentor for the bitter Shin. Athrun must steer the young pilot towards a mindset of mercy before his rage and desire for vengeance consumes him. Kido Senshi Gundam Seed Destiny Final Plus, Ira Barata Mirai, Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny Final Plus, The Chosen Future. In the year 74, the civil war raging between the Earthbound Naturals and the space-dwelling Coordinators comes to a close. Suffering a major setback, Jesus pilots the Strike Freedom Gundam and leads the Archangel and its crew in a desperate bid to destroy the Requiem, a super weapon intended to wipe out most human life in the universe. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. God, oh God, reading the synopsis made me pissed off. Alongside Jesus finds his best friend and rival Arthur Nzala, an ace pilot who must defend himself against the wrath of his former subordinate Shin Asuka, pilot of the powerful Destiny Gundam. Shin believes Athrun to be a traitor and obstacle in the course of the universe's peaceful future. As life or death mobile suit brawls are waged for the fate of the galaxy, a sprawling war between humans who are incapable of understanding one another draws to its conclusion. Oh, and anyway, they're making a fucking movie. Starring fucking Jesus again. Okay, moving on. God damn, get me away from this bullshit. Meitani Te Konan versus Kaito Kid. Detective Conan versus Kid the Phantom Thief. This is, they made this already. Am I high? This has already happened. They already made this. Holy shit, this is maintaining an 8.7 even after being airing since 1996. That's actually impressive. Bloody Escape, Jigoku no Tosu Geki. After human experimentation turns Kisaragi into a cyborg, he finds himself pressured by multiple organizations. An undying covenant of vampires bent on that took a turn. Bent on conquest of Tokyo, and an immortal order of knights and a group of Yakuza soared to avenge the killing of their leader. I might not have any reason to live, but that's no reason to let them kill me. Kisaragi will use his cyborg body and his unique blood as anything he can to make his big escape. Excuse me. We're almost done. We can see the ending. We have Zhang Tun Feng Shiwu Dance with the Finless Promise, which is I am imagining, Chinese movie. Airing on Baidu Baike? The fuck? That's gotta be Chinese. We have Dayu, The Storm, which I think is also Chinese. Alright, we have Tian Zhang Darin, which looks like an adaptation of Journey to the West. No, I'm not remembering a lizard in Journey to the West. This might not be Journey to the West. I am also not remembering a dude in a suit in Journey to the West. I'm getting the feeling this isn't Journey to the West. Something tells me I might have been wrong. The absolute final one is Ao Kyoshitsu specials, which are Classroom for Heroes specials, which are specials included with Classroom of Heroes, which came out in 2023, and I guess I decided I wasn't going to watch. So we're done. That's 2024. So let's find out what sounds on paper immediately interesting to watch. Let's find out what we ended up with. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think only 13. 13 is pretty low on paper, but this is the winter season. Technically 14. Yeah, we only got 14, which is pretty low, but this is the winter season. So, because for whatever reason, 2023's winter and summer seasons were crazy packed. But their fucking fall and, fucking spring lineups, which are usually the biggest, time for anime, was fucking terrible. So, I don't know. So it seems like it's back on track, I imagine. I imagine spring and fall are going to be fucking bangers for 2024. But anyway, there we go. We've sacked Mal. And I think we're good to end the stream there. Hopefully y'all had a good time. I did. Now, as a reminder, we are going to be... Oh, and it only took us an hour and a half. So maybe they just made less anime or something. We are going to be back... There's no stream Wednesday, because... Why, honestly? It'll be more of a pain in the ass. And assuming I get the assets created, we should be doing Dialogue Tree... We should be doing the Dialogue Trees, the inaugural Dialogue Tree Awards. So, which is just the Cold Topic Awards, but this time I'm by myself. But I will still be drinking champagne. So look forward to that. I already bought the champagne. It's already chilling. I don't know how long champagne can chill and still be good. But I guess I'm going to find the fuck out is what's going to happen, because I bought it a week ago. Anyway, yeah, and then after that, we'll be back with our regularly scheduled Digimon shit. So we made it to Chapter 2 in that. So anyway, I've been Sacropolic, your Envoy of Hope. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.